Hi, welcome to Sunshine Secret of OC. I'm your host, Lisa Huscher. Today we are going to tap into the divine energies that move, heal, inspire us, make us rich, make us poor. So sit back and relax, and we're going to see what divine messages come through for us today. We have a very special guest, Heather Marianna.
Hello.
Hi, beauty brand, Oscars gifting suite, Emmys gifting suite. I'm sure there's more.
Yes.
We can talk about it later.
Do it
but
all.
Like beauty boss extraordinaire and major manifestation of like all these businesses and beauty brands and these events. So that's like super cool.
Yes, thank you.
Really honored that you came on today. And Heather is going to teach us how to, money manifest, or what do you call it? A ritual?
Yeah, money ritual. I do it all the time, every day. I manifest a lot. I like to use a lot of candles and herbs, and a lot of people always ask me how I do it. So I'm going to show you today what to get, honey.
Without the fire.
Without the fire.
Right.
Although I did bring the charcoal, but I'm going to let you take the kit home so you can do the fire at home.
Okay, yay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, so what would be, so somebody wants to, let's just say they've just started a business, for example.
Yeah.
Let's set the stage and pretend we're,
Yeah.
So they've just started a business and they're going and going, nothing's happening, and they're doing some spiritual work, and they're like, I want to do a money manifestation ritual. I want to grow my business. What would be the first thing that they would do?
Well, I think the first thing before you do any kind of like manifesting or ritual is it's got to be your mindset, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I find that when I'm slower and I'm in a state of higher frequency, meaning I'm calm, I'm in a good mood, I'm starting my day.
You're always in a good mood. You're not always calm.
Very true. But calm, starting my day with music and really just like setting the tone for the day. Because like when you're in a slower pace, higher frequency, I feel like things come to you more universally. So if you're starting a business, say our imaginary person here that just started their business.
Or a podcast.
Yeah. And, there's this, social media and everybody like teaches us this hustle mode, right? And you got to turn hustle mode off, okay? You got to move the needle on the things that are really going to make a difference. I can literally make $100,000 in a week and work 6 hours because I move the needle on the stuff that's the most important, right?
But how do they know if they're just starting? How do they identify that?
That's a good question.
Try to think like you're like a badass, but like beginner standpoint. Beginners 101.
For example, I'll give you a good example. Okay. So when I first started my beauty brand, Beauty Kitchen, I was in my garage. I had one product, and it was our anti-cellulite coffee scrub. We still our number one private labeled product. And I had a publicist, and I was spending all this money, and I was like, I need to move the needle on this. I need to get into press and stuff. And then I got asked to be at one of the gifting lounges. After I did that, I realized, okay, I just met 50 media people in one day, met all these celebrities, and it moved my needle really fast. I started getting on OK Magazine, all this stuff. Then I started getting asked to do reality shows.
Or did you have your PR person?
I fired my PR person. I didn't need her anymore.
Right. But
saved myself $5,000 a month.
But you were doing it?
Yeah, me and my team. I hired an assistant, and we just reached out to everybody that I met.
So the networking and the connecting and the relationship building.
Yeah, I think the first thing that people should do is definitely network. Figure out what's going to help your business, and you can send 5,000 emails a day. And I always tell this even to my clients, right? Like, you got to stop at like 4 or 5 o'clock, okay? You have to recharge. No, I've got to send these 15 emails. Why? You're sending an email at 9 o'clock at night. No one's reading it until the next day anyways. Just because you're working like a crazy maniac doesn't mean everybody else is.
Right.
People can wait. That's one of my number one things I say to myself all the time. They can wait.
I need to write that down and just kind of look at it.
Because if I'm hanging out with my dog or I'm doing what I want to do, I'm not answering my phone. My phone goes on silent.
So like a good work-life balance.
Good work. I always tell people, you have to know your optimal working hours, right? So let's say I'm a morning person, 100%. Anybody that follows me on Instagram, will see me up at 4:30.
I've gotten emails from you at 4 a.m.
Well, yeah, because I'm up.
I know. You
But
tell me you're up. Which is
I
good.
also go to
And I'm
bed at
up
like
too.
8 o'clock, sometimes 7, But I get sleep and I work really well in the morning. My mind is sharp. Some people work really late at night and they're really good at that. But it's whatever hours work for you. You have to make that work. So if you work all night and then you sleep during the day, I always say that's not really good. You got to retrain yourself and be a morning person, because then you're waiting another day for people to respond to you because you're sleeping all day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But figure out your optimal work time, work at that for a while. But then tried, like, one of my friends, I'm like, you don't get anything done because you stay up so late. Like, just start to go to bed like 30 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier. And now he's on a really good schedule. Like, he's doing like, 11 o'clock at night to like 8 in the morning, which is way better than staying up till 4 and sleeping till freaking noon.
Right. So that's that's
noon. It's the day's already over on the East Coast. Like,
yeah.
When people are getting up and eating breakfast, I'm having my second meal,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's such great advice too, to figure out, what works best for you. And then the other thing too, so I know you and I have talked before where I don't know how you do it. I just know that you've told me that you do it. You're like, I'm going to go do my manifesting thing. I'm like, okay, talk to you later. I really want to know what you're doing.
I'm like,
but so you do that at night or in the morning?
I usually do it in the morning.
Okay. So that's okay.
Because I like to, outside of my new house, there's this really cool, it came with the house. It's like kind of a stone. You're going to love it when you come visit. It's like a stone picnic table.
Oh, that's cool.
And it looks really like antique-y.
Uh-huh.
And so I made that my outdoor manifestation desk. So I do it
Ooh.
at sunrise.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
So nice.
You'll have to share a picture.
Yeah, because my dog walker comes and then the sun's coming up and then I just run outside.
And then you whip out those candles and you.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and I journal. I have a planner that I sell that I created. And the reason I created this planner, and I honestly didn't think anyone was going to buy it, but I was like, I created it. Let's just throw it up there. Thousands have sold. But I used to have one manifesting planner, one financial planner, and we'll talk about that with the manifesting, and one daily planner. So I just rolled them all into one. So I get my planner out, go to the manifesting section, do my journaling. And then you have to go to the financial section, because one of the main things that you have to do when you're manifesting money is you have to know where your freaking money is going and where's it going. Focus on that first. So I always tell everyone who really wants to get into this and really like manifest and really do it, you need to print all of your bank statements for the past 30 days.
Ooh.
Or 90 days, sorry.
Okay, come on.
Sit on your couch.
Scary, but okay.
It's scary, but it's messy.
Sit on your couch with a bottle of tequila.
No. No, because you don't want to miss anything.
I know,
and you gotta be
I'm making a
That's
joke.
another thing.
I'd
When
be
you're
like,
manifesting,
that wasn't me. I didn't buy that.
when you're
That was
manifesting,
somebody
you have
else.
to be at a high frequency, and being
know.
drunk and hungover is not a high frequency.
Right. Well, poo-poo.
Get some water. I like Ophora, as you know, like that's my favorite. So, and then just sit there and get a highlighter and like every single thing that that's going out that you're spending, right? Then in the financial section of my planner, you can even use a notebook, okay? You write down every single bank account, everything that's going out, the date that it's going out, and then you're going to check your account every day and make sure that stuff went out. Because I've even noticed when I don't do that, because I'm like, oh, I have plenty of money. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, shit, this is a really shitty month. And I'm like, you know why? Because I'm not watching. If you're not watching it, it can't grow. You're not managing.
I really like that. 'Cause sometimes I'm surprised. Like, I'm like, what happened to all of it? Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, I'm just kidding, but like,
I mean,
no,
I
have felt that way before. Well,
I
you're
had to stop
surprised.
the Amazon. I was like, I do it so I do it the last week of the month. I call it my monthly money date. And I sit there and I go through everything. I write everything down. And I'm like, and then I move all the money for all my bills the last week of the month to those accounts so that it's just there. But then every morning I get in there and I look, and then I make sure the stuff's going out, and then I highlight it as it goes out with a green highlighter.
Green.
Mm-hmm.
I wore this for you.
Money colors.
Money.
Red actually means power, but that's more orange. But yeah.
It's more orange, but I like power and money. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So back to like your ritual. So you would do the financial thing.
You have to do that at least once a month.
Do you do that before you do the actual manifesting?
You can do the candles and the herbs every single day.
Okay.
You can do it every day and set the tone for your day. But definitely if you don't know what's there and it's messy, then it's not going to grow. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, I get
You got to know where you're at. Yeah. And then like I told you, when we were talking about, sponsors or whatever, write down your goal, right? And I used to think, like, I used to be so, like, when I first started my brand, I would be so, like, okay, because I had a business coach, right? And she's like, you got to know your hourly operating cost and what you need to bring in per hour, 24 hours a day to pay your rent and to pay all of this stuff, right? So then I got caught up in that mindset of I need to make this much money per day, this much money per week to cover everything. So then it wasn't clicking for me, right? And I'm like, no, let's look at it on a monthly basis. Like, what am I bringing in for the month, right? It doesn't matter if it all comes in at the end of the month. You know what I mean? What's your monthly goal?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Totally.
Instead of like, because I would be like, I need to make, I'm just throwing out a number here, like $186 per hour. You know what I mean? And then I'd be like, and then I would get frustrated. So like the energy was off.
Right.
The frequency was off.
So doing that. Okay. So setting those goals, and then I'm dying to see what the whole
yeah.
process.
Do you want me to show you?
Show us.
Okay.
So after I've gone through the financial thing and I've kind of done the goal for the month, right?
Yes.
I mean, what would be the last step before I start doing this? Would it be that, or?
I mean, you can do this anytime, but I always say first step, like go through your bank statements, like know what's coming in, make some goals, and another thing that I do too at the beginning of the month, I have a list in a extra sheet of paper at the beginning of the month in my planner, and I did that for me because again, I designed it for me. So I will write down all my circle backs, like everybody I have to talk to, like sponsor wise, client wise, whatever. Get their payment dates, all that stuff. So like, for example, I don't know what's today, the 10th?
Yes.
So I did all that.
That number I know.
I was up at 4:45 and on a plane by 7. So, so I do all that. And then I'm like, oh, cool. I have more money coming in than I thought. And then you're in a higher frequency. So like by the end of this month, I'll have $268,000 coming in. And that's if everybody pays. That's always the same. But most of them do, So I know that, and then I know what my bills are, And, I just did that deal with that other factory, so my bills are so low right now. I'm loving life.
So show us the magic.
Yeah. Okay.
No more math.
I love math. I love math. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do, so Palo Santo is really good. That will like help clear some energy. I brought these two because I thought these were kind of cool. So let me just show you all that. Let me get my glasses on. I'm going to look a little nerdy, but it's time. Professor Heather. Okay, so the herbs. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is I use like a cutting board, right? Because they're just cheap and they're disposable. You know what I mean? Because you can obviously get the candle wax off if you want, but after a while they just get nasty because they get burnt.
Like a plastic cutting board, you mean?
No, like a wood one. You want to use like from the earth,
The earth, of course.
Yeah, you don't want plastic. So you want to do selenite, okay? This is really good for protection. Actually, people think I'm weird, so when they come to my house, I have 2 big giant bricks of this in my front door with a sign that says, check your energy. If you have bad energy, just leave. And so there's that.
And then you can always sage them.
Oh, my whole house smells like sage all day long. So you want to use green candles, okay? Obviously green for money. But just so that everybody knows, the candle colors are... blue is protection, yellow is clarity, so you can mix them. So if you need clarity on something, red is power, black is ending something. Like you're like, I wish my ex-boyfriend would stop calling me. Like, just light a black candle, And then, so blue, and then white is for clearing the energy.
Okay.
So you want to light green candles. Okay. And then if you want to manifest like a certain thing, you can write it on a bay leaf. Bay leaves are really good for money. I brought you a bunch. You can get the big ones on Amazon. That's where I get them. Write it like with a gold or a black Sharpie or something. And then you burn it over the candle and then let it go to the side. These are some crystals I got for you for your kit. Ooh, do you want to open that? Those are green aventurine, citrine, really good for manifesting. Clear quartz is good for clearing energy. And this is for you too. So this is what you'll do. You'll take a little thing.
Okay.
You'll put the charcoal in. This is just like hookah charcoal. Okay. You know what I mean?
You put that in first?
Okay. Yeah, and then light it.
Okay, here are these bags.
Okay, these are for you.
Thank you.
And then you can burn your bay leaf in there too.
Okay.
And I also brought you some pink candles, which is good frequency. It's the frequency of love is obviously, you know, this is the highest frequency. That's why
That's why I love everyone.
Yeah. And I also find like, you know, some people, they do better like when they're in a relationship because they're in a better mood or something, or like something really good's going in their life, you know? So, and then this is thyme. Okay. That is a money drawing herb. So you can sprinkle that like over that. Kind of like while it's burning. And then this is cinnamon. You should put cinnamon all around your house. Everybody that watches this, put cinnamon all around your house.
Okay.
Like I probably sound like a wackadoodle. You're be like,
not at
crazy.
All. We want to know more.
But you know what? I do it and I love it and it works for me. Cloves. You could put those in there too. Okay. That's really good. And then there's also rosemary, mint, and some other things in here too.
Okay.
And these are the crystals that I got.
So would it matter like some of those? Could I put that in? Is that just for scent, or is it just kind of
put it all in?
A little potion? Okay.
Yeah. And then here's some crystals. We got pyrite, green aventurine, citrine, some other ones in there. So I usually put the crystals around the stuff that's burning.
Okay, like a little ceremony.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's funny. My cleaning woman, I love her to death, but when she first came over, I could hear her talking. This is a funny story. Talking to the other ladies and saying like I was a witch in like Spanish. And then the next time they came back, the lady, she couldn't speak English, the one that was helping her, she asked me to read her palm. And I was like, what do I do? Like she thinks I'm like a legit like gypsy lady. So I literally read her palm and I just said, somebody's talking about you behind your back. And the lady was, I know it is. And then I went and I gave her like a bunch of crystals because I felt bad, but I was
That's
like,
hilarious.
what do I do? What do I do? Like, like she's asking me to read her palm. You know?
You gotta tell her the truth. You can't lie.
Well, you know what? This is the thing. I mean, obviously, my intuition was right. So another little thing that I like to do, a lot of manifesting tools, like if you're like, I want to do this much money in the bank, you know, a year later, there's like all these cool little things on Amazon that are like checks you can write, or like if you're like, okay, I want to go on vacation, I'm really into vision boards, you know what I mean? It's kind of like a little mini vision board and you could put it in your wallet and carry it around. I also have crystals in my wallet. Like my whole house is covered in crystals. When you come visit, you're going to be like, yeah. So that's it. That's the little kit.
That is so
And that is for you to take home.
So much.
Yeah, and you can have some fun and then, yeah.
I feel like I need to have like a plastic purse, you know, with like a retro. We have a little
this pen I brought.
All right.
Look, read it.
Oh,
so good.
It
says you are a force.
Yes. we have a little bit of time left. I'm just throwing this out there, spontaneity. Do you have an intuitive question that you might want to ask me and we can see if I can get any connection on? Or you don't have to, but here's intuition. How do you zip this?
I have no idea.
No. Oh, here it goes.
I don't know. Not really.
No.
I
know we had that reading before.
Yeah, and you asked me if I had a brother, and I have recently had somebody reach out to me and say they were my half brother. So I'm not responding.
So and can we just touch on that really quick? Because I remember when we talked about that and you said you had gotten some emails.
Yeah.
So did he did he give you indication, like any proof or anything that he was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So then what is it? Why would you be holding back and getting to know him?
I'm 47 years old.
What does that have to do with
My
anything?
grandparents raised me. I don't know any of that side of the family. I don't need to start over. I know that's going to sound crazy, but I just don't need it. I'm very happy in my life. My grandparents have passed. I had a great childhood. I'm good.
But sometimes, right. And sometimes you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So you also don't know if there is something that a message or something that you would
From
get
who? People
from,
I don't know.
No. A reason, if you and your brother, this is just a,
Yeah.
coming together kind of thing, that you could grow from it. That there would be something that you would have an aha moment, maybe something from your past that you don't know, that you've held on to, that maybe it could release if you had even just a conversation.
I might get on the phone, but
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it'll go further than that. Like I said, I'm just, we were completely raised by different people. I don't have a relationship with my dad, and my grandparents raised me and everything was fine. And like, if there's problems over there, I don't know if there are, I don't want any part of it. Does that make sense? I'm good,
Right. I mean, you're assuming that he would bring drama, or that
I don't know. I'm not assuming. I don't know.
I know, but you're saying like, if there's problems, I don't want any of that. I guess what I'm saying is, I think there could be something really positive about you having a conversation with him.
I'll have a conversation,
Okay,
but that'll be it.
There we go. That's all. That's all I wanted, was just to bring that up again, because that was such a. You and I both were like, oh my God.
Yeah. That was interesting, because I haven't told anyone. Well, now everybody knows.
Yeah. Well, everybody.
So
Heather,
you see this?
yes, is going to now email this half brother back, and stay tuned.
Don't comment if you see this. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Be like, that's my sister. She won't email me. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, who knows? He might want to sponsor your gifting suite.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he probably has a brand, but that's okay.
Okay, so you're gonna do that. You're gonna just reach out just for the help.
I'll give him 15 minutes in between my Zoom calls.
Okay. And you can pencil that in the journal, in the manifesting.
I don't think I'll manifest that. I'll just I'll make some time in my busy schedule. Well, I don't want to sound like a butthole or anything, but it's like, life is good, and you don't know.
But you don't, like I said, you don't know what you don't know. And God and the universe sometimes puts things in your path that could be for you, for your better good. Like, you could learn something, you could get something from it you don't know without opening that door. And I'm just saying, just crack it open a little. That's all.
Yeah.
You don't have to swing it open and like, hey, let's be buds. But
yeah, I mean, I just, I grew up alone. My grandparents raised me. I had no siblings or anything, I'm not one of those people, like, I have a friend, like, she did like the 23andMe or whatever.
Right.
She's like emailing her cousin in like another country, or like her fifth cousin. Like, I'm like, I'm not going to be like, hey, you're my fifth cousin from.
Well, you know what? I have to say something
weird.
about the fifth cousin thing. I'm going to make a comment really quick. And I think I've already told you this too. So I'm an only child. I don't have any brothers. I don't have any sisters. I don't have any parents. So my dad died when he was 32, and my mom died when she was 56. So, and I was like 23. So by the time I was 23, no brothers, no sisters, no parents, no cousins, like, I had nobody. And before my mom, because my mom had cancer, before she passed, she got on this kick, like, let me repair some relationships. That's why I think I was pushing with the brother.
Yeah.
Because she was kind of the black sheep of the family way back. That's a whole nother long story. But she decided she was going to research some of the Jewish side. So the Jewish and then the Italians, right? Mm-hmm. So start researching the Jewish side. And so we went to travel to the East Coast. And anyways, it was her making amends, her reconnecting before she passed. And in that, I had fifth cousins.
No, but that's a completely different situation from mine. But I like that, because now then you had some people to be around, you know what I mean? Which was probably really good, right?
Well,
you weren't so alone.
I'm not connected with them anymore. But point being is, I didn't know.
Did they bring problems?
No, they didn't bring problems. Wait a minute. I'm trying to steer you a certain different. Let's not switch it. But it was healing for her. It was healing for her to get to know some family. She got some healing from that. And that's
so
all
good. No, that's so good.
You know.
Yeah. And I'll see, you know, I'm a super busy person and I like my life the way it is, you know?
No, I know.
And, you know, as I get older, I'm very, very strict with my schedule and my time.
I know, but I'm
going
to bug you about it. So
no.
You know I'm going to bug you. It's going to start in a couple hours. So as we end here, tell us just a little bit, because you've got this big event coming up in September. So
I just went to the venue this morning. Emmys week gifting lounge, celebrity gifting lounge. And then we already have Oscars planned for March 12th, 2026. I've got over 70 media outlets coming, all top tier media. About 150 celebrities.
Okay.
And I think we just hit the 50 brand mark. Oh my gosh. It's the largest gifting lounge. People stay all day. Food, drinks, alcohol, wine, champagne, you name it. DJ. But we reconfigured everything today. So I'm really excited.
We'll have to talk about that. I was at the one, was it March? The Emmys.
February 27th.
Yeah, at March, and then of course the Oscars one, and then I'm going to do your event next year.
Yeah.
But
we got to have your podcast there.
I know. We'll do the podcast there. But if people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way for them, like the sponsors, or they want to learn more about your beauty brand? Can you? Yeah. Is the best way to reach out to you through Instagram, or what would be?
Go to beautybrandcoaching.com.
Okay.
And then if you have a brand and you're interested in doing the event, there's a tab, the Marianna Group, and then there's an events tab. You can read all about it. You can see the press. You can see my TV segments that I do leading up to the event. Okay. All of that stuff. Do not DM me on Instagram. I do not check them. Okay. I hate it when people say, send it to you on Instagram. I'm like, I get like literally thousands of messages on there and I will never see it. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do is go to your page and click message to find your message. So
got it. So they know where to find you.
And there's a form you can fill out on there. And then if you do like preferred contact text, phone, I'll send you a text, or one of my team members will, because it's easy for me to be on text. Like I have 4 cell phones. Like I can literally have one Zoom call and like not say one word the whole day, but I can text with clients all day long.
Know how to get a hold of you, and I will see you. Well, I'll see you later, but I'm looking forward to September.
So it's going to be so great. Exciting. And I'm really excited for you to hopefully, have the pod at the one for the Oscars. I think it's just going to be so amazing for you because all your guests are there. And
I'm really excited.
And it'll be cool for the viewers, to kind of see inside and see, because we don't really allow filming in there. So,
well, I'm special.
Yes, you are.
Well, thank you for coming.
No, thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And go get some candles and
sounds good.
Have some fun with and make some magic.
Make some magic.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Heather.